Many channels on YouTube do video game reviews, but none have the greatest gamer on YouTube. The no-death run machine with over 100 no-death runs. I did it! Been playing games since 1989, the one and only Mega Dan 29, reviewing games that he has slaughtered.
I'm perfect.
And left in his wake. This is MegaPro Reviews.
Bring it on, you lunatics! That's some great cannoli! Welcome to the party!
What's up, guys? It's MegaDan29, and today I'm coming at you from a different place here in the game room. I thought I'd change it up a little bit. I'm going to be doing different locations here. But today's MegaPro review is actually two games, and I cannot hold them in my hand. I have them digitally, and that is Guns, Gore, and Pornoli 1 and 2. No, Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 1 and 2. And man, I can't say enough about these games. First of all, I wanted to immediately say it's available on a whole bunch of platforms. I played it on the Nintendo Switch, but it's actually available on Steam right now, PS4. I think it's everything. I'm not sure about Xbox. I did not see that. But I definitely know Steam and PS4, you're good, and I played it on the Switch. I think you can get physical versions of these also if you want to do limited run games or strictly limited, one of those. I believe they did a run on this because I know a lot of friends that have not played this yet because they're waiting on a physical or they just got it or something and they just haven't gotten to it.
Oh, I threw that grenade right in the tower, dude. Couldn't have thrown it any better.
Basically, you can get almost both games for 20 bucks. I got it on some type of deal where if I bought two of them, there was just some type of deal where I paid like 13 or 14 bucks. I did look before this review, and the first one is $10, and the second one's like $12 or $13. So it seems like that's their base price. There's actually a sale right now on Steam that I seen when I was looking it up. So if you want to play that way, you can. But let me tell you, you gotta make sure you play this game. It's absolutely ridiculously fun. It's got a goofy story of this mob guy that basically came back into New York City, and when he got back, everything was screwed up, and the story just kind of takes off from there. There's a virus. It changed people into zombies and different monsters, and you're trying to figure out like what happened. So that carries over into the first and second one. First one, you fight more zombies and different monsters and stuff, and not so many like human beings. The second one, you fight tons and tons of different humans, and you'll see why, because you kind of figure out who's doing it, what's going on, and you're obviously going to go stop it. It's got awesome graphics. I can't say enough about that.
I don't think you understand. This is Guns, Gore, and Pornoli.
It almost looks like Family Guy, and it just looks really cool when you're playing. It's got awesome sound, awesome controls. You can do a double jump. You get all kinds of guns, everything from handguns, dual handguns. There was some type of German, I forgot what it's called, a German handgun that's really strong. Magnums, AK-47s, bazookas, RPGs, grenade launchers, flamethrower. I mean, you name it, they pretty much got it. And it's just so much fun to go through the game and just use all these different weapons and fight the enemies. And every enemy has like its certain like thing about it. Some enemies jump at you, some enemies might shoot something, and they got something, and they mix and match all the enemies to where obviously the different combinations make things more difficult. But what I will say is, this is not a game that's going to challenge you much. But I say that in a very positive and a good way, because this is just 2 games that are great to play through. And you can do them both in one sitting as well. They're not super long games. I think each one of my playthroughs was maybe 2 or 3 hours long. You can look back on those. I've actually posted both those playthroughs on the channel.
I'm telling you, man, this is guns, gore, and pornoli, you know?
I was ranting and raving about this after I played them both. It's been a little bit now, but when I played them, I'm like, I have to do a MegaPro review on this. I have to tell you guys about this. So if we go off into the scoring now, I'm going to go ahead and say graphics are awesome. They're like Family Guy. They're amazing. They're awesome cartoon graphics. They need to do this more in video games. It's really awesome. I love it a lot.
I love the graphics in this game.
The sound was great. The commentary is really funny when you're playing. It's goofy, silly. The gun sounds are cool. Everything does its job. I didn't notice anything very bad. It's even got pretty cool music when you're in certain areas and fighting bosses and things like that.
This is fucking awesome, dude. Just the graphics, the death scenes, the guns, the controls, like, everything's good.
Control is great. You have a double jump that works on your shoulder button. You have a button that gets this wheel pop up and it lets you quickly change to your weapons. It's great. There's a reload button. I had no issues at all. It didn't even take that much like learning. The jump button is like a top button, top left, but you get very used to it because, like I told you, this game doesn't challenge you in very many ways. In a good way. It's just fun to play.
Love the controls, dude.
The fun factor. I mean, guys, you're looking at perfect scores all the way down this. I mean, there is nothing seriously that I can say is bad about this game.
This game's like a 10 out of 10, dude. This is fucking amazing. There's really nothing better you can do with this game.
And another thing that's great about this game is it's freaking 2-player co-op. The first time I played it on Guns, Gore, and Pornoli 1, my son and I played it for a little bit, and it was really freaking cool.
If that's not Guns, Gore, and Pornoli, I don't know what is, you know?
It's just such a good time. You have to play this game. Out of all the reviews I've done, this gets the perfect score, and it's badass.
Guns, gore, and cannoli.
You can adjust difficulty. There is, I think, 3 or 4 difficulty settings. But just playing through on normal, it's very fair, it's very awesome. And dude, seriously, out of all the reviews I've done, this game is accessible by pretty much everybody because it's on new consoles. It's cheap, it's awesome, it's fun. You can play it with your kids, you can play it with your friends, you can play it alone. It's a great time. Guns, Gore, and Pornoli. No, Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 1 and 2 is seriously freaking amazing, and I just seriously want you guys, if there's one video you don't go and try something I told you to try, it's these 2. Running and gunning, shooting people down, that's what it is. Different cool environments, no crazy platforming, like a little bit, but dude, guys, I have a friend of mine that I already told about this a while back, and he was going crazy when he played it. He said, dude, this is awesome. So please, go play Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 1 and 2. And when you play it, call it, if you're recording yourself or streaming, call it Guns, Gore, and Pornoli. Say that. We don't have a game. We don't have a game. We'll just fucking... go play it.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of MegaPro Reviews. To see a full playthrough of this game, check out Dan on his channel, MegaDan29. We'll see you next time, everybody. Keep gaming.